Shalom Israel, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Call Halal Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rekah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and a sincere salutations to the Tabernacle of David, you Akim pushing this truth to the four corners of the earth in all truth and all faith and all sincereness. And a healthy shalom to the Akwath who are listening and learning. Lord's willing, this be edifying. We have this article from RT. We're going to dive right into it, and it reads, Aliens like our nukes. Former Intel officials admits claiming that UFOs interfered with the U.S. atomic capabilities. UFOs aren't just real, they're capable of mind-bending feats of flight and have a keen interest in toying with the U.S. nuclear facilities. That's according to an intelligence official tasked with investigating these phenomenons. So these UFOs or UAPs are referred to in the scriptures as chariots of the Most High. Okay, vehicles of the angels. They're referred to as flying rolls. They're referred to as clouds. These are the vehicles of the angels. Okay, and the angels do the Most High's bidding. So continuing on, it reads, speaking to the Washington Post on Tuesday, Louis Elizondo, former director of the Military Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program, AATIP, revealed that UFOs or whoever pilots them are fascinated with nuclear energy. This is some sort of intersection between these UAPs or UFO sightings and or nuclear technology and our nuclear technology with nuclear propulsion, nuclear power generation, or nuclear weapon system. Elizondo told the Post, adding that those same observations have been seen overseas in other countries. So yes, okay, these chariots, okay, the vehicles of the angels, okay, are very interested in your nuclear technology and capabilities, okay, because prophecy states that with those weapons that you have, your intercontinental ballistic missiles and the intercontinental ballistic missiles that your allies and your other enemies have, these are going to be the indignation of the Lord's anger. Okay, the ultimate judgment on America, Babylon the Great, and other parts of the world. Okay, that's the role that these weapons of mass destruction play. Okay, the Lord created these things for Judgment Day. Okay, so continuing on, it says Chinese military has its own UFO task force, and it's been overwhelmed by surge in sighting reports, media. Furthermore, these crafts have interfered and actually brought offline the U.S. nuclear capabilities on more than one occasion, and did the opposite in other countries, put them online. Right. The elder apostle Gabar always says that repetition is the father of skill. So not only are the angels toying with you, they're just getting into practice, man. Okay, they're just getting into practice. Okay, so let's bring out a precept real quick. This is Isaiah chapter 9 and verse 5, and it reads, "For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments robed in blood." Right, okay? The warriors in ancient days, when they went to battle, it was with confusing noises, because you would hear shields, banging against swords and spears and clubs and whatever, whatever type of weapons they had to use on their enemy. Screams of pain, screams of death. Okay? So for every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments robed in blood. But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. Okay? This last war, okay, World War III, okay, Armageddon, all right, is going to be fought with burning and fuel of fire. Okay, thus saith the Lord. All right, when the prophets spoke of seeing arrows fly from one side of the earth all the way to the next. Okay, it wasn't a literal arrow. Okay, no man alive can shoot a bow and arrow that far. Okay, they were describing nukes, intercontinental ballistic missiles. All right, because these are the weapons of the Lord's indignation. They play a big part in prophecy. Okay, so let's go back to this article. So it says, furthermore, these crafts have, and you know what, I'll read it and then I'll make my point. It says, furthermore, these crafts have interfered and actually brought offline the U.S. nuclear capabilities on more than one occasion, and did the opposite in other countries, putting them online. And my point I wanted to make is that this lets you know that the Lord's will shall be done. Okay, so if by some reason, even if by some reason, we had free will, if the Lord wants these nukes to get shot off, they're gonna get shot off. His will is always going to be done. Okay, His will always be done. Okay, thus saith the Lord. So it says, or are we? Elizondo spoke as Congress prepares to receive a report on UFO, or to use the military favorite term UAP activity. The report, ordered under the Trump administration last year and compiled by the Pentagon, will neither confirm nor deny that these crafts are extraterrestrial, according to the snippets revealed by the press last week. The AATIP was disbanded in 2012, and Elizondo has previously claimed that higher ups in the military attempted to bully him into silence when he first began to speak of the UFOs. Okay, so anyway, there are many instances and moments in our rich, Hebrew Israelite heritage, where the vehicles of the angels, okay, intervened and helped, okay, in our nation's situation, okay, whatever situation we were in, whether, one, for example, I can think of is when we, came out of, when our nation came out of Egypt, okay, after Pharaoh, let our people go, the Lord hardened his heart and sent Pharaoh back after him. And the angel intervened in that situation. Okay? So it's always been a pattern of the Lord allowing our enemies to think that they have us cornered or they have us right where they want us. And then uh, our Lord and Savior steps in. Okay? Right when they think they're about to fulfill their lust of bringing harm to our nation, the Lord steps in. Okay? He disappoints uh, the devices of the wicked, man. Okay? So that they can't perform their enterprise. This is what the Lord does. So let's get one of those encounters. Okay? So let's go to where are we? We'll go to let's go to so this is Exodus chapter 14. Oh, Pharaoh's in pursuit. So we're gonna start at we can start at 10. It says Exodus chapter 14 and 10. And when Pharaoh drew nigh, the children of Israel lifted up their eyes, and behold, the Egyptians marched after them, and they were sore afraid. And the children of Israel cried out unto the Lord Yahweh. And they said unto Moses, because there was no graves in Egypt, hast thou taken us away to die in the wilderness? Wherefore hast thou dealt thus with us, to carry us forth out of Egypt? Is not this the words that we did tell thee in Egypt, saying, let us alone, that we may serve the Egyptians? Ye of little faith. Man, this is two-thirds complaining. It says, for it had been better for us to serve the Egyptians than that we should die in the wilderness. And Moses said unto the people, fear ye not, stand still, and see the salvation of the Lord Yahweh, which he will show to you today. For the Egyptians whom ye have seen today, ye shall see them again no more forever. The Lord shall fight for you, and ye shall hold your peace. And the Lord Yahweh said unto Moses, wherefore criest thou unto me? Speak unto the children of Israel that they go forward. But lift thou up thy rod, and stretch out thine hand over the sea, and divide it, and the children of Israel shall go on dry ground through the midst of the sea. And I behold, I will harden the hearts of the Egyptians, and they shall follow them. And I will get me honor upon Pharaoh, and upon all his hosts, and upon his chariots, and upon his horsemen. Okay, and we know who's the modern day Pharaoh. Okay, Esau, Edom. All right, the so-called white man. This is his empire. Okay, America, Babylon the Great. It says, and there's nothing new under the sun, man. The same way the Lord felt about Pharaoh is the same way he felt about these Edomites who have his people in captivity till this day and refuse to let them go. Okay, but continuing on, it says, Exodus 14 and 18, the Egyptians shall know that I am the Lord Yahweh when I have gotten me honor upon Pharaoh, upon his chariots, and upon his horsemen. Okay, now here's the point. All right, going back into the angels, okay, and their chariots, okay, because the what you people call UFOs or UAPs, you're about to witness an event with the angel and the chariot right here. It says, Exodus 14 and 19, it says, and the angel of the Most High, which went before the camp, okay, of Israel. So the angel of the Most High went in front of the camp of Israel, removed and went behind them. And the pillar of the cloud went from before their face and stood behind them. Okay, so wherever the angel went, the chariot went, or the cloud went. Okay, and that's spoken of also in Ezekiel, the first chapter. Okay, when Ezekiel was talking about wherever the angel went, uh, the chariot followed. Okay, so it says, and the angel of the Most High, which went before the camp of Israel, removed and went behind them, and the pillar of the cloud went from before their face and stood before them, and it came between the camp of the Egyptians and the camp of Israel. Okay, so you see, it came between them. It kept the Egyptians and Pharaoh from harming our nation. Okay, so it says, and it came between the camp of the Egyptians and the camp of Israel, and it was a cloud and darkness to them, but it gave light by night to these, so that the one came not near the other all night. All right, so it kept the Egyptians separate, apart from our nation, until it was time for the Lord to spread the sea, the Red Sea, Zakar'Yah. Okay, but that's the main point, that it's nothing new under the sun. Okay, just like the angels came to our defense, or our aid in the days past, they're going to do the exact same thing. They're coming to do the exact same thing. Okay, Yahweh Shah, who people ignorantly call Jesus Christ, is coming to wage war on the earth and to save and redeem his people, his elect. All right, not all Israel is going to make it out this time. 2/3 are going to be cut off. But this is what he's coming to do. All right, and let's get another precept real quick. Oh, hold on. Let me just play. I had a little video queued up real quick that I wanted to play, because this third.
Now, cyber attacks become fairly common in an era where data is, of course, regarded as the new driver of economy.
Because this third world war is heating up, man. Here's Sleepy Joe. Let's see what he has to say.
Sarcastically called Vladimir Putin his very close friend.
But I think it's more likely we're going to end up, if we end up in a war, a real shooting war with a major power, it's going to be as a consequence of a cyber breach of great consequence. And it's increasing exponentially, the capabilities. When I was with Mr. Putin, who has a real problem, he's sitting on top of an economy that has nuclear weapons and oil wells and nothing else. Nothing else. Their economy is what, the 8th smallest in the world now? Largest in the world? He knows he's in real trouble, which makes him.
So I just wanted to play that clip.
If you think, more dangerous in my view.
If you think that, the Lord was playing with these prophecies, okay, these things are going to play out exactly how the Lord wants them to. As it is written, so shall it be done. So I'm going to get one more, and we're going to call it quits. All right. This is Zakar'Yah chapter 5 and verse 1 from the top. It says, "Then I turned and lifted up mine eyes and looked, and behold, a flying roll. And he said unto me, What seest thou? And I answered, I see a flying roll. The length thereof is 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof 10 cubits. Then said he unto me, This is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth. For every one that stealeth shall be cut off as on this side according to it, and every one that sweareth shall be cut off as on that side according to it. I will bring it forth, saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, and it shall enter into the house of the thief, and into the house of him that sweareth falsely by my name, and it shall remain in the midst of his house, and shall consume it with a timber thereof and the stones thereof. So this is what this flying roll, this cloud, this UFO, this UAP is coming to do. Okay? This is what they're coming to do. This is the curse that go out over the whole earth. Okay? So in the midst of the Third World War, when these superpowers are going at it, America, Russia, China, Iran, Israel, okay? Yahweh Shah is going to come in the midst of it. Okay? With thousands upon hundreds of thousands upon thousands of angels in chariots, okay, to conquer this earth, man. And it may be a curse to 2/3 of our nation and you heathen nations, but to us, it's beautiful because these vehicles are our salvation. Okay? You see this? These vehicles are our salvation. Okay? So they are very much interested in your nukes and nuclear capabilities because once Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah says go time, you best believe they're gonna push the goddamn button. All right, so Lord's willing, this be edifying. Shalom Israel, wa abad babal.